to Carter now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, Justin Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. The Chargers at 5-7 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep...
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Let's go. Strike 2. Strike 60.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick-6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first-quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Another catch from Melton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They snap it to Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Herbert throwing again. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Allen! Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So they kept it on the ground down into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you've probably seen teams treat the 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more on that one and another first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Chargers force the turnover and take over at their own 27. Well, they had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He's got room at the 30.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Herbert operating from the red zone. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
from just shy of midfield. Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8.
16.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This pass complete to Melton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And this is caught by Williams. And he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for the Charger touchdown. Crossed it upward as time expires in the first half. And the Chargers get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Complete at the 1, and he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go and really run our offense offense the way we did in the first half. But as a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match the opposition pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can to a hit, and the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Henry. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. The kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. J.C. Jackson normally in coverage, this time coming up and making a stop behind the line of scrimmage.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have...
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, it's Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 44,
Tua. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
Check right.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Dolphins 31.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throwing to the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
To the air again, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
He finds his target, Allen. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert now. Touchdown! Keenan Allen from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score. Chargers 45. Dolphins 31.
first down. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. There he goes, left side. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Here's Herbert. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Now it's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Herbert back to the air. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From midfield, here's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Bobby Massey, the right tackle, called for the penalty there. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Tua sets up to pass it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert off the play action. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Play action. It's Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but will it be even worse now?
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 74 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got room. Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Gaskin with a and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 174 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. He'll get this to about the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. As his defense walks off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So, for the Chargers, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year.